Hello guys, welcome to a new and first video of AI on my channel. You see, AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. But what is Artificial Intelligence? Well, first GI or General Intelligence. That is basically your brain. GI is a thinking object but also with feelings. Like you can be sad, angry, happy, but it also thinks. For example, you know there's a bag in front of you, but then since you are very happy from that, you become happy. Because, for example, it's your bag. So, for example, oh, since it's red and looks like my bag, it's probably my bag. AI is basically the same thing, but computational. It's also without feelings. It's basically just a free thinking toy with codes around it. AI is very hard to make. Well, not that hard, but it needs big databases to work, because it needs to keep the knowledge on page reload. Although with GI, the databases are just simply inside the brain. So basically, a chicken is better than an AI. Just kidding. But humans are way better than an AI. That is correct. But also, AI is duplicatable. GI is a little bit harder to duplicate. We won't talk about that in this video, and not in any video in fact. But also, GI has DNA, but AI has just those simple databases for the DNA. You can't say simple, but it is simpler than DNA itself. That thinking part is called a neural network. We will talk about the AI later. Well, a neural network has 3 layers: the input, the hidden layers, and the output. The hidden layers can have more than one layer, for example, 3 or 5 layers. In the brain, it's probably a lot. I don't know, but it's probably a lot because we have a very big thinking process. Well, sometimes. The input is the data your brain detects. For example, your brain detects a white pixel in its view and sends it to the input. Then that goes to the hidden layers and then to the output. The output says, for example, tell to that there is something right over there. And then that neural network with input would say like, okay, this is what someone said. Then the output says, yeah, obviously. Well, now the neural network of the AI. The neural network of AI is controlled by its creator. For example, man AI has input as first and second numbers that you want to add. Output is AI's answer. Then you use that for the math answer. Everything else of the neural network is basically the same, although the knowledge and learning cannot duplicate that. Reinforcement learning is a process of AI learning. For example, it gives the AI a 1 or 0 about its answer to the math question. It will realize that happened and try again. At one point, it's going to see a pattern and get better. That 1 and 0 is called rewarding. Rewarding is something that does not, with capitals, make feelings like we said, but it just lets the AI know that it is wrong. For the user, make it better, so it's better for the user. Logic. Now, efficiency. Efficiency is good because it saves time. It's not necessary, but for example, ChatGPT, let's say you need efficiency. But let's talk to make AI learning greatly efficient for a, let's say, chess AI. Since we talked about duplication, we can easily make 2 of the same AI and let them battle each other. Then they will become better, but we want efficient! So let's make every time someone wins or it's a tie that we share the better person's knowledge to both AIs, unless on draw. More efficient, let's make an infinite tournament by having 16 AI battling each other at the same time with 8 matches. Then the winner continues. At one point it's the finals, and then winners volunteer to all the 16 AIs, but still a reward. Otherwise, they don't know if they have to win, lose, or draw it. For example, win is a reward of 1, lose is a reward of -1, so you take away 1, and draw is, for me, it feels sad, so a reward of -0.5. Well, now. Time to look at my own AI game I made without databases, so it does become a baby every single time on page reload. Well, here is my self-made AI. Here is the description on how the AI works. Let's read it. The blue AI circle, it's two-dimensional, uses Q-learning to navigate to random targets on the board. Q-learning is basically just a way of reinforcement learning. It learns optimum paths by trial and error, receiving rewards based on efficiency. This is the formula to get reward. It's a small bit complicated, but it works, and I've made it because it's actually quite simple. But the AI balances exploration, triangle boost, with explosion using learned knowledge to maximize its score over time. Its score is just its reward. And it can also go in the negative, which is kind of bad. And here is the status. And here's speed control. So let's quickly make this 200 and let's see how the baby fails. As you can see, it's dumb. But imagine, you are a baby and you were born 2 seconds ago. Alright? And then you have to navigate to a target. You don't even know that you haven't navigated a target. So at this point you just randomly move because you can't stay in the same place. That is not allowed. But at one point you'll get the target and realize, oh, this is good! But we don't know yet if we have to get a target. Maybe it's this specific one. And I'll get the next target and be like, this is also good. And then you'll get the next target and be like, this is also good. And then you'll realize that you have to get all the targets. And then you always chase after the targets. But since you're still a baby, it's kind of hard to realize that. As you can see here. Wobble, 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 wobble. Well, let's put it on a smaller rate for it to get the targets quicker. But it's still not going quickly. So I guess we should put it on turbo mode, huh? Well, now it's spamming targets. And as you can see, the score is going down in the negatives. Wait, what? The formula says that it's getting my score. It's becoming less. Damn! Wow, that's crazy. Let's see. What? It's not doing very good. It's basically a toddler now. Okay, maybe toddlers aren't this good. No, they are. No offense intended. If there are any toddlers watching this video. But if we continue it, it's now in the positives! And it's getting scored by the minute. It's already at 1,000! I really want to see this. And you can see it's getting the targets like almost as efficiently as possible. But sometimes it still makes bluffs. Especially when the targets are far away. It still needs to learn how to control that. So, it could have gone down, but it's also gone this way and blah blah blah. So it's not that smart yet. But after it gets like 10,000 or 100,000 score, it will be completely smart. I hope that will be like a 6-year-old or 5-year-old. Okay, we will not compare AI against humans because it's very different. Because this AI is learning much faster than a human. Well, if you want to also go to my AI learning game, use this link. https://vn-agit. So, vyyanhub.io/st/stuff basically /AI with capitals /AI-game-learner.html. Or you can just go to the link in the description. That might be easier if you go to the link in the description. Or you can look at the edits on screen so you don't have to listen to me saying those words. But anyways, to the thinking game. You see, the thinking game. The thinking game is a documentary on Google DeepMind. It's basically the one who started the AI revolution. And this is one of the frames. So let's quickly look at what they have to say.
Of training AlphaGo is by showing it 100,000 games that strong amateurs have played, and we first initially get AlphaGo to mimic.
Yes, so this AI is called AlphaGo, and it's trying to beat the best Go players in the world. I'm pretty sure in Korea, because they've gone to Korea to test it. And then I will let you guess what happens.
Human player. And then through reinforcement learning, it plays against different versions of itself.
You see? It plays against itself for efficiency, because they really wanted to get better.
Millions of times and learns
millions? That's a lot.
This is interesting.
Yeah, all right, folks. You're gonna see history made.
Look, this is the best Go player in the world,
So the
and this is a...
He's really concentrating.
Where is
He
it?
really is. Look at that.
This person, I think it's this person, it's basically just mimicking what the AI is moving. Otherwise, this person will actually become the best player in the world. If he wins, we don't know if the AI wins yet.
That's a very surprising move.
A very surprising move, huh?
Seeing an original move here. Yeah, that's an exciting move. I like moves like that.
Professional commentators almost unanimously said that not a single human player would have chosen move 37. So,
in this state, the AI says that there's a 1 in 1,000 chance that a human will do that move. Because, well, that is actually crazy. Because he also did that move. Almost no one would do that move.
I actually had to poke around in AlphaGo to see what AlphaGo thought, and AlphaGo actually agreed with that assessment. AlphaGo said there was a 1 in 10,000 probability that move 37 would have been played by a human player.
알파고는 기실은 확률적 계산을 하고 그냥 이기기 위한 그런 머신에 불과하다고.
That's crazy, huh?
충분히 알파고도 창의적이다.
The game of Go has been studied for thousands of years, and AlphaGo discovered something completely new.
He resigned. Lee Sedol has just resigned.
He's beaten.
AI won. AlphaGo won. Against the best player in the world at Go. That is absolutely crazy. That is actually crazy. And not actually in a win game. Lee Sedol, the best player in the world, resigned by himself. He did not want to have the match go further and already stopped it entirely. You could have made a comeback, Lee Sedol, unless if there was any chance he would win against the AI. But these days, that is basically quite common. For example, in chess.com, there are some AIs that is almost unbeatable. Yeah, that's right. But this AI also trained for millions of times. So maybe it makes sense. I don't know. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. And until then,